Hey, g'day everyone. Welcome back to A Voice in the Wilderness with Lad from the Woods. Well, here we go. Okay, I want to talk about this thing with Dave Chappelle on Netflix. I guess the LGBTQ people, all this have had, oh Jesus, hang on a minute. I'll read the goddamn article so at least I can be a little halfway accurate here. Hang on a minute. So Netflix is depending, hold on here. I gotta be able to see what I'm doing here. So essentially what I read is Netflix is defending Dave Chappelle's new comedy special after it has been criticized as transphobic by some LGBTQ advocates, artists, employees. Chappelle's special, The Closer, which debuted on Netflix, includes several minutes of jokes. I'll say that again. Jokes. 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 Okay? Now, let's do something. Let's look up the meaning of jokes. Jokes. Let's see now. Okay, I guess you have to put joke because then it brings up all these jokes. Well, I want the meaning of. Jeez. See, I know what joke. Okay, here it is. Okay? For you people out there that don't understand what a fucking joke is, a joke is a display of humor in which words are used within a specific and well-defined narrative structure to make people laugh and is usually not meant to be taken seriously. I'll say it again. And is usually not meant to be taken seriously. So, the cancel culture and the LGBTQ blah, 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 okay, people, it's a fucking joke. Do you not know what a joke is? I just read you. Okay. I just read you the meaning of a joke. So you're going to cancel Dave Chappelle for doing a joke. Okay? You people need to get thicker skins. Okay? Dave Chappelle probably has done joke about fat people. I know Bill Maher has. I know George Carlin has. George Carlin has made out. I know. Let's cancel George Carlin for making fun of people with the name Kyle. My God. Kyle's out there. I know he didn't like that name. Kyle. Or Todd. Okay? Let's cancel George Carlin, okay? Because of Todd. Well, see, you can't cancel George Carlin. He's dead. Because it was a fucking joke. Okay? Now you want to censor him? Is this what you really want? Trans people and all the rest of it? If you want the censorship, then you might as well have the fascism to go with it. And if we're going to have the fascism, you know what they're going to do to you folks? Do you have any fucking idea? Like, come on, smarten up. I got some advice for the gay and lesbian and all you fine folks, okay? I know it sucked for you. I know it really, really sucked for you for all the things that happened and the way people are. But you know what? I don't give a fuck who you sleep with, honestly, and you shouldn't give a fuck who I sleep with, okay? And, if you weren't bringing it out and slamming it in people's faces constantly, and then, you make news over this isn't news. And then you wonder why people shit on you, okay? It's not about you being trans or any of these other things, okay? It's about you being so thin-skinned you can't take a joke from an obvious comedian, David Chappelle, who isn't the kind of guy that's going to make those kind of remarks in heated or hatred or anger. You are the ones making the problem. And you don't shut the fuck up about it. This is the thing. Every time somebody makes a move or a thing, you're jumping. How about getting some thick skin? I've been a fat guy all my life. Look at me. People say shit to me. And even when they mean it nasty to me, I got a thick skin. Grow up. You're acting like a bunch of 3-year-old children. And this is why people say stupid shit to you. Okay? It's just the same if I went around saying, oh man, I cannot believe that I have to fucking sit there and do this in 2021 to explain to idiots, because that's what you are. Okay, people, you got to remind other people that aren't trans or gay or lesbian, you got to remember they have idiots too, just like we do. Okay, frankly, I couldn't give a shit, and nobody should give a shit about who sleeps with whoever marries whoever. Okay, if you can't get married in a church, well, that's their religion. Who cares? Go get married somewhere else. But you know what? You folks have really got to lay off with this shit. I'm talking to you, LGBTQ plus whatever. Okay. This is exactly the kind of stupid shit that gets you put in the news, and then you get people shitting on you for no good reason. Shut up! Just enjoy your lives. Do what you can and keep fighting for your rights and things. But quit making things out of nothing. Dave Chappelle's jokes are nothing. Okay? They're jokes. All right? David Chappelle makes jokes about everything and everybody. That's what comedians do. And now you want to censor these people. Now I can say, well, you're acting like Nazis because you want to censor everything. And you're the very people that should be the last ones that want censorship, because that's what's happened to you all your lives. You had to live in closet. You had to remain closeted half your lives. That's called censorship. Okay? And I just don't get the thinking here with you people. Like, is there not any one of you that has a brain that goes, before they jump up and down? I see this guy on CNN, he's whining and crying just about over this. And I'm like, buddy, grow up. Okay? Grow up. It's a joke. Comedians. My God. It literally makes me sick to my stomach. You're not doing yourselves favors fighting for your rights and everything by doing this stupid shit. You're taking your eye off the ball that's important. Okay, you're shooting yourselves in the foot, trans people, etc. Okay. Now I'm sure some jackass will say I hate trans people or gay or lesbian. No, my brother's gay, and I love my brother, and I love the people that he's been with for over the years. You know what? But I never ever ask a person if they're gay or lesbian, because I couldn't really give a fuck who they sleep with, as long as they're happy. Okay, as long as nobody's jumping on their rights or beating up because they're gay or trans or whatever. Okay, you know what? I'd care about a straight person that got the shit beat out of them because of whatever. Okay, so, but you know what? You're making something out of nothing. And cancel culture, you suck. Okay, you woke people, you suck because you're gone overboard. And now you're going to have like a rubber band effect. And we're going to get, because of this stupid bullshit, you're going to get somebody like Trump back in the government. We'll say, oh, because of all those stupid Trumpers. No, those are people, a lot of them, they're just sick and fed up with all the bullshit that's constantly thrown around. There's a guy working on a fucking line at General Motors, and the last thing he's worried about is whether David Chappelle makes a joke about a trans person on fucking Netflix. Of all the fucking things. If you don't like it, turn the fucking channel. Okay? But enough, people, okay? Like, move on with your lives, okay? And forget this nonsense. If you don't like it, don't watch it. But don't tell me I can't, okay? I got no problem with trans people. I'm a mature, intelligent adult. I don't need another adult or child or anybody telling me what to do, who to do it with, who to see, all the rest of it, okay? And if somebody tries to do that to you trans people, well, I'm against them. And I'll stand up for your rights. But I'm not going to stand up for anybody's rights if you're going to be stupid about jokes. That is jokes. So grow up, okay? Stop acting like 2-year-old children, because that's exactly what you're acting like, okay? Jesus Christ. The things I gotta fucking say, my first copy of the day, and I got shit to do. But this is what I wake up to on my fucking news. And you wonder why people are freaked out. Bunch of LGBTQ guys complaining about a guy's jokes. Good Lord. Bunch of 3-year-olds in the fucking sandbox, and you wonder why. I don't see people that do BDSM, people that love BDSM, that love each other, walking up and down streets or making big deals about what they do. They love each other. That's their business. It's not mine, okay? If they're my friends, oh, please, And I say you people because you separate yourselves from the rest of us, okay? You're nothing special. Just because you're trans, because you're gay, you're not special. Okay? You're part of 7 billion human beings that have all kinds of different ideas about all kinds of fucking things. You're just like the rest of us. Okay? And every time you put yourselves out there as you're more special because of somebody else, because of this, or you don't like that, that's what pisses people off. And frankly, they're sick of it. I'm sick of it. Okay? And listen, like I said, I got nothing against anybody. I don't care what you people do. Okay? That's your business. And you know what? If our government takes away those rights, I'll stand in a line and I'll fight for you on those lines. But I'm not going to fight for people that are going to whine, bitch, and moan, okay, every time a joke is made or this or that because your skin isn't thick enough. So smarten the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Bunch of 3-year-olds. And you're not the only ones, so don't think that you're the only ones. I mean, there's a lot of 3-year-olds out there right now trying to tell the rest of us what to do. And I'll tell you, the day that children start telling me what to fucking do is the day I put a stop to all of it. Anyways, that fine gentleman on my screen there is a great comedian. He's probably faced worse than you trans people and all the rest of it just by being the effect that he's a black man. Okay, what he's faced over his life. Do you hear him whining and crying about it? No. Okay? He'll make jokes about it. And he'll make jokes about white guys. You don't hear me crying about him making a joke about a white guy or anyone else. Because I realize, David Chappelle is a comedian. So we'll read this one more time for you people. And then I'm going to stop this. I'll read it again. Here is the definition of a joke. A joke is a display of humor in which words are used within a specific and well-defined narrative structure to make people laugh and is usually not meant to be taken seriously. Okay? You get it? Shall I read it again? A joke is a display of humor in which words are used within a specific and well-defined narrative structure to make people laugh and is usually not meant to be taken seriously. Do you think David Chappelle hates trans people or LGBTQ people? You really think that? Okay, trans people, I'm asking, I'm looking right at you. Do you really think David Chappelle hates you? Do you think he even gives a shit? He probably doesn't. Do you think he has friends that are LGBTQ and trans and all the rest of it? I'll be willing to bet he has more than you do. Okay? So, grow up. Okay? I'm not telling you to shut up or censor yourselves. What I'm talking about is use some common sense before you start making, I have to turn on CNN and their bullshit to listen to you whine, bitch, and moan about David Chappelle. You think maybe we got a lot worse problems than that? Why don't you talk to people about the HIV problem that's within your community and everyone else's? That still exists. Okay? That's important. But a guy making a joke on Netflix, okay? A joke, a comedian, that ain't fucking worth getting on CNN for. Should have been on there for something else. Anyways, see you later. Lad from the woods signing off. Thanks for coming, people. And for you other folks that want to turn this into hatred against the trans people and all that, you can go fuck yourselves too, because I don't go for that. Okay? I'm trying to talk to them directly, and I'm not looking to inspire idiots to be hatred just because of hatred. I'm trying to get these people to wake the fuck up and realize that maybe if they did a little bit less yakking and a little bit more doing, they wouldn't have all this shit flying at them. Anyways, thanks for coming. Please comment. If you want to help my channels out, it's down in the description. And there you go. Peace. Long life. Fuck.